I was mad ugly. Oh. Boop. Daddy. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to. Hello, everyone. Nope. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Sarah. Today I am making... Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Sarah. Tonight I am making homemade chicken noodle soup. I'm going to list the ingredients first. If you haven't watched any of my videos, I list the ingredients first. And then I will show you how to prepare the food. So first, I'm using chicken drumsticks for tonight. You don't have to use chicken drumsticks. People usually use breast or thighs, but I had drumsticks in the fridge, so that's what I'm using today. You'll need chicken broth. Oop. There you go. Butter. I'm using rotini pasta just because I already had it. I usually use egg noodles. I am using celery, minced garlic, bay leaves, thyme leaves, an onion, carrots, and I'm going to put potatoes in there as well. I don't usually put potatoes in chicken noodle soup, but my coworker today was telling me that her mom usually puts chicken noodle soup in there. So, I mean, she usually puts chicken noodle soup in there. She puts potatoes in there and it just sounded so good. I'm going to be snacking on some dried apricots because I am so hungry. I just finished running, by the way. Okay. So first, I'm going to get... I'm trying to think of how many potatoes I'm going to use. Probably just 3 because I'm lazy and I don't feel like peeling a lot. How I peel potatoes, I use a peeler. If you don't have this, you can use a knife, but a paring knife to be exact, but this is what I have, so I'm gonna use this. And honestly, it's so much faster using a peeler than a paring knife. It takes like 2 seconds to peel a potato. By the way, I've already cleaned my chicken. You want to make sure you clean your chicken before you cook it. Okay, after you're done peeling, you want to wash your potatoes. I wash everything that I use, especially right now during COVID. You definitely want to wash everything. All right. After you've washed your potatoes, you want to kind of just dice your potatoes. Disclaimer: I am not a sous chef, so please do not judge anything. Do not judge my knife cuts, I mean. So I'm cutting the potatoes in half, and then I cut it in half again, and then in another half, and then from there I dice it as I see fit. Oh, I'm making soup today because Jacob hasn't been feeling well, so I'm trying to make something that'll make him feel a little bit better. And you just keep doing this for all your potatoes. After that, I'm going to take 2 celery, 2 what do you call these, stalks of celery, and just chop them up. I like to cut the ends of the celery off just because they're big and weird. I don't know. I might use a little bit more actually, just because I have a lot of chicken. Do alright. Oh my god, y'all, I'm so hungry. Next, I'm going to chop up some carrots. Usually I use two regular size carrots, but I only have baby carrots right now, and I want to use them because I've had them for a while actually. I'll probably just cut the baby carrots into like halves or something and put it in there. Okay. The last thing we have to chop is our onion. I'm just gonna, I like to take the top off, the top and the bottom off the onion actually, because it's easier for me to peel the outer layer of the onion. Ooh. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna get this one day, y'all. So I cut the onion in half and then just stick it. Alright, I'm actually only gonna use half an onion just because that's like an OD amount of onions. Alright, so now you're gonna use a pot. I'm using one this size. Use whatever size you see fit for how much you're making. Okay, I'm turning the heat on. I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of butter. If you buy sticks of butter, it has the measurements here of how much you're using. Excuse my nails, y'all, we're in quarantine, so put that in the pot. I also like to put a little bit of olive oil in there and I like to mix the butter and the olive oil. Then I'm just gonna take some sort of utensil to stir everything that's in the pot. I'm gonna use a wooden spoon. So as we wait for the butter to melt, I'm going to be putting the onions, carrots, and celery in until they begin to soften a bit. It takes like 5 minutes, if even, depending on how high your heat is. I like to swirl the butter around because I feel like it helps it to melt faster, but I could also be lying and it could just be a thing in my head, you know. I'm just gonna turn the heat down a little bit. The heat should be on like medium high, not too high. You don't want your stuff to burn, trust me. Alright, so the butter is pretty much melted. I put my carrot, celery, and onion in the same bowl so I can pour it in so it's easier, and I don't use that many dishes because, to be honest, I don't like washing that many dishes. And oh my god. Oh, here are the vegetables that I chopped earlier. Oh my god. As the vegetables are in there, you want to stir them so that they're not burning. But don't stir them too much that they're not cooking either, because that's a thing. Alright, y'all, just a couple more minutes before it softens up. Alright, now I'm gonna take the minced garlic. I'm gonna put like 4 spoonsful of garlic in here. Then you're gonna take 2 bay leaves and put it in. And then you're gonna take your time and also just... Now I'm putting 8 cups of chicken broth in here. This is half a cup, so I'll put 16 of these bad boys in. Alright, so I didn't have enough of my chicken broth that's already made. So what I'm gonna do is use... I have chicken bouillon, which basically is dried chicken broth. So I'm going to put the amount of water, the amount of broth that I would have used. I would put water in there in here, and then I'm gonna pour some chicken broth until it tastes good. Alright, so for this part, if you're going to use the bouillon method, you want to be really careful because it does get salty. So I would just put a little bit at a time and taste test and see what it's looking like. It tastes like water, so oh. That might have been OD. But the chicken broth that I use is organic and there's also no salt added, so it's a little blonde right now. Bueno, okay. You guys, my stomach hurt. Alright, so now I'm gonna put salt and pepper in here and just season it to how you want it to taste. Alright, so now I'm just gonna wait for the broth to boil a little bit, then I'm gonna put the chicken and the potatoes in. What you doing?
I'm eating it out.
My goddamn stomach hurt.
What you eat?
I didn't eat nothing. That's the thing. My goddamn stomach is hurting. But I'm making chicken. I'm about to make chicken noodle soup though. I was filming my YouTube video.
For your hair?
No, for the soup.
Oh.
What you got? What you got? Animal fry?
Yeah, they didn't give me no fork.
They ain't get you no fork?
It's too long to be going back to.
Go get your damn fork, girl.
Let me see. What you got? You got a double? Oh.
Damn, girl!
Animal style? I see that animal style on there.
Extra much.
Extra, yes sir.
Oh man, you know what? It's not that good.
Today?
Yes sir, that's it. You ate all the animal fries
She's
already?
outside today for a minute.
You did? Show him. Does it still have the sauce on it?
Huh?
Does it still have some of the sauce on it?
Yeah.
Show him so he can see. That's it.
No, okay.
That's it.
Girl, you just ate that already.
I ate most of it already.
Fatty.
That shit look good. I want to some motherfucking in it. Oh! Show the burger one more time. I can taste it just by looking at it.
It was glistening in the sun.
Look at that. That shit look fire. Yes, sir. Jacob's never had In-N-Out. It's a meal left.
I eat it now.
Where? You been to the West Coast? This motherfucker, he tried to tell me he ain't never had no goddamn In-N-Out. You won't even know to order. Shut your ass up.
I know what you
There's
think
no
it's so
In-N-Out
hard
here.
too.
He's still he's trying to see if there's some in the East Coast. There ain't no In-N-Out in the East Coast. Look at him. He's really looking. No.
It might be some bootlegs, but not the original.
Isn't it in and out? Yeah.
Yeah, and out.
Look.
Mukbang.
Ooh. How long is it? How long is the video? Or you don't know yet?
I cut a lot of stuff.
It's still at 43 minutes.
It was like an hour and like 30 minutes.
People ain't got nothing else to do. They can watch the whole thing.
Ooh. I'm making chicken noodle soup. I haven't put the chicken in yet, but.
Okay. I think Granny's on barium. I don't know what the heck that is, but
Huh?
she has her X-ray tomorrow. They wanted me to pick up barium for her to take.
Barium?
Yeah.
They don't give that shit to her?
Huh?
They don't give that to her? I thought they usually just give it to the patient already.
Well, I have to go pick it up.
That's annoying.
I called so many people today.
I know, good job.
I feel like I did a whole bunch of nothing though.
But you got a lot of stuff taken care of though.
Yeah, but I went to go. I didn't go, but I called to see if I could be, paid to be Granny's caregiver. So I completed the application for me and her. And then this lady called that works on Granny's applications and stuff. She helps her out. She was like, oh, Medi-Cal, that's through Medi-Cal, the caregiver thing. And then Granny has Medicare. So now I have to call and see if she can have dual insurances. So that's a whole nother thing I gotta do.
Yeah, you can.
No, I know you can, but and then she gave me the number to call them, so now I have to call them. I have to appeal her Medi-Cal application. It's just too much.
Yeah. call me when you get home, so cause I need to finish my YouTube video.
Okay.
You in the parking lot?
Yeah, I'm at Home Depot.
Oh, all right. Well, call me when you get home then.
Okay.
Bye. All right, so now it's starting to boil. I'm going to put the chicken in. All right, you guys, I've put the chicken in. I'm gonna put a top on it, and I'm going to just turn the heat down to 5. I'm gonna put a timer on for 20 minutes to let the chicken cook a little bit. And then we're gonna come back and check on it. All right, y'all, so it's been 20 minutes since I put the chicken in. I'm just gonna take the top off. And I'm gonna take the chicken out and I'm gonna put the pasta and the potatoes in. And don't worry, the chicken's gonna cook more. It's not even cooked, so. So put your potatoes in. Just gonna stir this up. I put the whole box in, y'all. Hello. You think I'm being mean to you? It's unfortunate. All right. For the soup, I'm gonna shred the chicken just because I don't like whole drumsticks in soup. So I'm just gonna cut off pieces of the chicken. Babe, you think I'm being mean to you? I'm sorry.
I was just trying to show you that Precious. I was in the AKA thing live supporting Precious because she sent it to me. And I was like, let me be in there for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then the connection went away.
Mm-hmm.
And then dude, whoever the girl is right now that's doing the live,
The meditation?
the
lady?
not the lady, the other person, the actual AKA.
Oh, it's probably Precious. Who the fuck else would it? It's not her?
No, some black girl.
CMR?
No.
Wait, what are you talking about? The lady in the video. Show it to me.
It's some other.
Karen. Let me see.
Oh, it went away.
They're not live anymore?
Yeah.
That's weird. What time is it?
Oh wait, I don't follow the page.
Oh.
What's the page called?
Epsilon AKA.
Just kidding.
Come closer. Oh, that's Paris.
The one at the top?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought she meant the lady at the bottom.
Who's the lady at the bottom?
Karen. She's some meditation lady.
Oh. Wait, Precious. Well, Paris, she goes, isn't that her sister? No, she's 2017, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm chilling.
I was like, my line sister, what the fuck?
Anyways, so Paris goes, isn't there two Paris?
No.
I'm sure, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, she goes, oh my god, sorry guys, the connection is so bad right now. She's mad cute. I was like, oh,
she's annoying as fuck.
Really? You could tell by her voice.
She acts like she's 12 years old. It's annoying.
And she was like, oh my god. And I was like, girl, we get it. She kept saying the same shit. I was
she's fucking annoying. I mean, that's my Neo, but Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. We went to Miami.
You told me.
And my ex
she was
like,
underage? Oh, no.
No, my ex was like, do not ever bring me around her ever again. Maybe you guys will get along. You guys both have like a kid.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna go with John.
Can you press stop on that? Thank you.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay, you guys. So I just finished shredding the chicken, like this, and I'm gonna put it in the pot. I am turning the heat down just because I don't want the soup to the broth to not be enough, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna put the chicken in now. Alright, once you see that everything's in, what I like to do is add a little bit more water just so I can have more broth. Because I don't want it to be too much pasta and not enough soup. So I'm going to put like 2 more cups of water in. And then I'm also gonna put some more of the chicken bouillon just because we did put a lot of stuff in here and I don't want this to not be seasoned at all. So and I'm gonna put some more pepper. Just gonna stir this around. Alright, I'm gonna do my last taste before it is the ending. I'm actually just gonna put a little bit more. I'm gonna put another bay leaf in, and a little bit more. No, I'm actually not gonna put it one time. Actually, I lied. I'm not doing this. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more bouillon in. Boop. Taste test. All right, so I put the heat on low. I'm gonna let it sit on there for about 15 minutes, and once I'm done, I'm gonna put it in a bowl and take a picture so you guys can see. Thank you guys for watching Cooking with Sarah tonight, and let's see what I make next.